So using that magnetic field principle associated with current flowing through a conductor, that's how this what the galvanometer is utilizing, is that concept. The other thing I wanted to do is, and once again, you could use this act. So this is what kind of circuit we have here: a series or parallel. This is a series circuit. There's only one pathway. There's no branches. The other thing we could do is, or you would utilize this if you wanted to go back to activity 5, and you could use this same circuit now instead of the light bulb, using a galvanometer to verify or determine whether or not a material, various materials you use as a switch, is a conductor or an insulator. The other thing I want to do is I'm going to use the toggle switch I think I used in a previous activity, and I'll try to keep this oriented so that the needle is pointing north and it's somewhat parallel with the wires, and we'll turn it on. And so here's our real world switch, and same effect. Once we send a current, once we close this circuit and you have current flowing through that conductor, it generates a magnetic field, and it interferes with the magnetic field associated with the compass. And now the needle lines up perpendicular to those wires. Okay, the other thing I wanted to point out is, I've mentioned briefly, this is a clamp-on amp meter, or a very common diagnostic tool also to anybody's dealing with electricity or electronics. And what I wanted to show you was, so this makes it real simple with this clamp-on jaws. So simply we can clamp around a conductor if we're in the field wanting to measure something. And so I'm going to clamp it on around our circuit here. And I know this is getting a little tight on the screen, but hopefully you can see down here at the bottom we're reading 0. The circuit is open. I've got my switch is off. And so when I energize this or engage the switch, we'll see we get the magnetic field present, the galvanometer, but now we have a actual amp measurement, and it's showing 1.5 volts DC. So I turn it off, it should go back to 0. Watching the display also, and we can turn it back on and see the same results. So I don't know that many of you will have access to a clamp-on amp meter, but if you do, it's very simple to use and is very commonly used with anybody dealing with electricity.